Actually, Samuel, one sec.
Hello?
I'm actually doing this for the first time. I'm actually
Mhm.
streaming this to YouTube, my YouTube channel. So
Okay.
unfortunately, some of you may have to say what you
Do
said again.
okay.
Yeah, actually, sorry, there is a bit of a time delay, so I deleted it. I stopped it because, for example, Samuel, yesterday when you were on the training, you may
Mm-hmm.
recall
Mm-hmm.
that I actually yeah, I think it's fine now. It says it on YouTube still anyway. But
Mm-hmm.
yesterday when I did a 2 hour training yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
you actually realized that I streamed it to my Facebook group, to the public
Mm-hmm.
Facebook group. And for
Yes.
those of you who didn't attend the 2 hour training on finance and investing, it's in my public Facebook group. And if you've seen this live on YouTube now, which I've streamed it, because I'm kind of I'm kind of innovating and playing around with the technology. Then obviously my public Facebook group, which anyone can join, is called Financial Intelligence and Business Growth Community. So I actually encourage you to go and join it. Yeah, so yeah, it looks like if it might be live, but maybe due to the internet stuff, it's actually being a bit delayed. All right. So
Okay.
so Samuel, so go ahead and say what you were
Uh,
saying, and then actually let's see let's go into Q&A. People who
mm-hmm.
have questions, things that they didn't understand on the program. Let's talk about those things. Obviously, at the end, I want to award you your certificates.
Oh, great.
Yeah, yes, you are going to get your certificates of completion. It's really,
Yes.
really happy that you made it to the end. And
Yeah.
I always say to people that I think from a success perspective, I think showing up is like 80%. And it's kind of goes to the same whether you're an employee, whether you're a business owner, etc. You have to show up and show up on time. And also, it's easy to start stuff but you want to go at it till the end, you know,
Yes.
because many people start programs and they never actually complete the program for various reasons. And before you speak, Samuel, I want to give you an example of a friend of mine's that he actually uh, wanted to study accountancy. So when I went to the UK to study accountancy, of course, it was really tough coming from the Caribbean, being in the UK. Accountancy exams, there are actually 14 exams that you have to study. I did a couple in the Caribbean, which I passed, and I actually failed one because you can do the foundation level in the Caribbean. So I did that. When I went to the UK, my friend said, I'm going to do accountancy as well. I said, of course you should do it. This is a great profession. That was like in 1997 when I went to UK. So I went and do my first set of exams. Yeah, I think it might have been systems and technology or whatever it might be, accounting systems or whatever stuff. And he was in the exam hall and he left early. He left the exam hall early. And afterwards, I think I caught up with him and asked him why did he left early. He said it was a hard paper. It's not for him. Obviously, he wasn't prepared. He left early and he didn't continue. And 2 years later, I qualified as an accountant. I'm saying this to say, of course, it was hard for me as well. But oftentimes, what I find is that people give up before they get the breakthrough. And I want to say to you, like I mean, Sharon who spoke earlier, Sharon said that there's some stuff that she learned, there's some stuff that she still has to do. But I would say when you show up, you want to stick with it. When you stick with it to the end, that's where you get your breakthrough. So Samuel, please go ahead. And by the way, because I'm actually streaming this now to YouTube, I think it's good if you guys said that you was going to come on the video. No one's under pressure, but Samuel, go ahead. I think I'm asking you to unmute and go ahead and share what you were going to share.
Should I go on video?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon to everyone. Um, when I started the program, I knew before that I wanted to go somewhere. But, it's different from knowing where your destination is and knowing that you want to go somewhere. There's a big difference.
Of course.
And like Providence played a big role in that. My wife actually saw your ad, and she told me about it. And when she told me about it, I nonchalantly say, "Oh, sign me up," and I signed up. I didn't know that I was signing up to be in the arena, in the jaws of the of the lion. However, I enjoy fighting with the lion. I enjoy fighting with this force because I learned so many things that I did not know. I started to actually think like a businessman. Before, I thought business was just getting some few stuff over there and selling it over here, and at the end of the day, I can boast, "Oh, I have some money in my pocket. I have been profitable." But I realized that I was told that profit is not money. Money is not profit. Everything that I thought about business was torpedoed, and I had to start from scratch. And I want to thank God for the coach that Royston is, and I do not regret ever taking this course. In fact, I have told my children, get ready for to get acquainted with the language of business.
Yeah, of course.
Understand the language of business. And what I have learned, I'll go over with them. I'll revise it. I'll do my research, and I'll keep connecting with Royston because he's an excellent coach, and I have no regrets at all.
All right, Samuel.
Thank you.
So that's great. Yeah, Samuel, I'm trying to adjust your camera so we can see your whole head and stuff, especially as you are live on YouTube right now. And good. That's better. So, by the way, anybody else? Let's just go into Q&A. By the way, Q&A. So over the program and the course, so we did mindset, we did marketing, in terms of like, what is your target avatar, how you're going to market your business. So we did money management, we did business model, we did many things. I want to use today as a Q&A session. If you want to come on video, it's fine. Just ask your question and I will answer. If you have no questions, guys, it's fine. What we're actually going to do, I might just share some stuff with you anyway that might help you along your journey, because I've got content. I can share content with you for days on end, because it's what I do. I'm a trained public speaker. So I really want to encourage you to ask questions. So if you have a question, any question on finance, business, investing, any questions whatsoever on raising money, etc., go ahead and ask your question, please.
Question.
Yeah.
How important it is mindset play in your success, and how important does defining your why plays in your success?
It's a good question. I'll actually say that defining your why is probably the most important factor of success. And when we say your why, what do we mean? What do we mean by your why? We mean what drives you. What makes you wake up at, like, in my case, when I was studying, what makes me wake up at 11 p.m. at night and study till morning and then go to work after that? What makes me still now wakes up every day before 5 a.m.? That to me is your why. Your why, whether you want to leave a legacy, whether you want to whatever your why might be, I think your why is what drives you. And when we say your why to me needs to be bigger than you. Is your why, yes, but your why to me is something that should be bigger than you, right? So your why is something that should really propel you to success. Because one of the key, good evening. One of the key things that we actually have as entrepreneurs or people going into business is that you are going to meet roadblocks. You're going to meet hurdles, right? And if you don't have a big enough why, when you meet a hurdle, you're going to stop. Let's put it this way. In terms of the Robert Kiyosaki cash flow quadrant, right? Being an employee is the easiest thing. That's the easiest thing. Be an employee, work for someone. You used to be a secure, not necessarily secure anymore. That's really easy. Self-employed is the next thing, like you own a job. Being a business owner, you own systems and processes. And for example, as an example, one of my main clients right now, who's over in Barbados, she called me this morning early at 8 o'clock. And we spoke for 2 hours. And she told me everything that's going on. And it's like, they obviously had a business that already kind of went under. But she was talking to me and trying to tell me, man, all the things that they're going through. And sometimes, it's even easier to get a job than it is to run a business, But then she was telling me why is she doing the business? Why is she doing the business? She wants to, do certain things for her family. So I would say your why is like 90% of your success. Yeah. So I hope that actually helps you. Let's actually try and get a few people to ask other questions. I think that there was 2 parts to the question, Samuel. Was there a second part? Your mindset.
Mindset, yes.
Yeah. So there's 2 things that you need for success, I would say. Maybe I would say there's 3 main things that you need for success. Mindset, skill set, and surrounding yourself with the right people. Yeah. Mindset, skill set, surrounding yourself with the right people. So mindset is all about your mentality towards stuff. What is kind of what drives you? Yes, but do you have a growth mindset? Are you happy to keep learning? If you fail, do you give up? As Les Brown says, when you fall, try to fall on your back. If you fall on your back, you can get up. If you can look up, you can get up. If you can get up, you can go forward. Yeah. And there are many, many, many other professional speakers who talk about the mindset. I mean, like Eric Thomas says, for example, only when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. I mean, Denzel Washington says, fall forward. When you fall forward. You understand? Fall forward. And at least you fall in further afield from where you are. So for me, look, I came from a very, very humble background. When I say humble background, what I mean by that? I mean, when I was growing up, we never used to have running water. We never used to have electricity. We never used to have television. When the rain used to come, we used to get wet inside. All right. That's where I came from. And what took me forward was my mindset. As a matter of fact, in my secondary school, I actually stayed down in grade 2, or what they call it, what it might be, grade 6, grade 7 in the UK system. We call it Form 2 in the Caribbean. I stayed down. I was in the Green Revolution at the age of 12. I was in militia, all that kind of stuff. I stayed down. And what failure taught me is to try harder. And I didn't just try harder. After I failed, I gave it my everything. I then became the valedictorian of my school, right? And also I realized that education is a way out of poverty, for want of a word, poverty. Education empowers you. So I would say you have to have the mindset you want to learn. Then, for example, even though I did it, I'm a risk taker. So, for example, I actually just did a course today, just now on Bitcoin. I with a group, a closed group on Bitcoin. I invested in Bitcoin in 2017, but however, I went and I did a half-day course first, and then I invested into Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, the people investigate before you invest, but that's a mindset of wanting to learn, wanting to know stuff. I invested in properties. Before I invested in properties, I did a course. So I'm a big fan of not just formal education, but of investing of continuous learning. And to me, to continuous learn, you actually have to have a mindset of you want to learn. So for me, mindset, your why, and all that kind of stuff is what drives success. I think people who give up, who tries and give up, what they don't actually realize is that your breakthrough is beyond your breaking point. So if you're trying to do something, you want to get to the point where you feel that you're going to break down, whether mentally or physically. You want to reach a point of maximum exhaustion. And after you reach that point, you want to push through. You want to push through the point where you feel you're going to break down, and that's where your breakthrough is. Some people give up just at the point when they're about to succeed. You know what I mean? So you want to try so hard that you die trying. You die trying. Okay. So Hassan, I hope that answered your question. For Dion who joined just now, Dion, we are doing Q&A today, and Q&A is the last session of my premier group coaching program. It was a 12-week program. We're actually streaming live on YouTube right now into my channel. So if you're watching on YouTube, obviously it's Royston Cumberbatch. I've been building my channel. I've been putting more stuff out there. We live in my group coaching program, which has been going on for the last 12 weeks. And we started about 7 people. We're down to 4 people. We got 5 people on now, including Dion, who joined into the program and is going to join the new program, which starts on Monday. And we into Q&A. And obviously, I'll be giving people the certificates. Those of you who have been here from the start and you finish to the end, you will get your completion certificates. So for the next 20 minutes or so, it's Q&A. Anything to do with business, finance, investing, mindset, any question whatsoever, ask your question. Samuel asked some good questions. Samuel, you've been one of the
Excuse me. What's Q&A mean? What's the abbreviation for Q&A?
Question and answer. Question and answer. Ask any question, question and answer. And if you want, Dion, you can come on video. Most of the people say that they was going to come on video. I don't know if they're video shy, but that's all right. I used to be video shy before, but because I have a growth mindset, I know that going on video is very, very important to grow my brand. So Dion, do you have a question, Dion? Or anyone else? Anyone else? Sorry. Let me go over to Sharon. Sharon, do you have a question?
Yes, I do. The question is, in addition to earning money from my eBay business, I'm also seriously considering investing in the stock market. So my question is, what, if any, advice would you give to someone as myself who is a total new beginner?
All right, so it's a very, 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 very good question, Sharon. And what I want to say is that with anything in terms of investing, you may want to write this down.
Yeah.
Investigate before you invest. And I also want to say this when it comes to investing, the best investment that you can make is in yourself, in your education, right? So if you want to invest in a stock market, you want to get onto a good course, you want to research, you want to understand what is the stock market, you want to understand, different types of technical analysis, how to read the charts. You want to understand how to do fundamental analysis. You want to understand what is a PE ratio. You understand? I mean, price to earning ratio. What is dividend yield? You want to understand the stock market language. What is the index fund? What is the ETF, an exchange traded fund? You want to understand the language of the stock market, okay? Because when you enter in the stock market, you want to speak stock market language, right? And I myself, I've done stock market courses. I mean, I've done all kind of courses that can be under the sun. I mean, I haven't learned to fly plane yet, but I've done every kind of course going. I've invested heavily in my education over the last, 30 years. And so stock market, start watching Bloomberg television, right? Start by watching Bloomberg television. You are putting your sensors up into like, okay, stock market is down, stock market is up. Why is it down? Why is it up? You know, the DAX is down. The oil is down today. Why is oil down today? You know, be curious, become childlike. Yeah. I give you a good site as you are in the UK. Go to Morningstar.
Morningstar.
Yeah, Morningstar.co.uk. Just start to look around Morningstar. I give you some good resource. Go to Yahoo Finance.
Right, yes.
And just start to look around different stocks and read about stocks. Go to Google Finance, right? And just start to look into investments, right? And then once you learn enough about the stock market, of course, because you have to buy stocks and shares, you have to open a stock account. Right? And I want to give you this one piece of advice. Don't invest any money that you're not willing to lose. Because with any investments, it can go down as well as it can go up. So don't invest money that you're planning to buy a property with, per se. I mean, you can invest if you're willing to lose it. And don't get me wrong, I want to give you this little formula for investing. I think I gave you guys on the course. I'm going to give you again. It's called RATE, R-A-T-E, RATE. What is RATE? It's an abbreviation. When you invest, you're investing for a rate of return, an ROE or an ROE, which is a return on equity if you invest in a business, or return on investment if you invest in an asset, right? So rate, the first thing is your risk appetite. What you're investing is governed by your risk appetite, okay? And that's so your risk appetite is like, what's your tolerance to losing money? You know, if you're afraid of losing money, then you have a very small risk appetite. It's called your risk averse. If you don't mind losing money to make money, you have a big risk appetite. A is the amount. The amount you invest has a big impact on your returns because there is something called the risk-reward ratio or the risk-reward theory. The more you invest, the more you stand to win. That's just common sense. T is time. When you invest in the stock market, don't try to go for a quick win. Invest in this, as Warren Buffett said, you want to invest in the stock market on the basis that if the stock market closes down for 10 years, you're still happy to hold your stock. That's why Warren Buffett as well says, buy low, sell high. Okay, you want to look for undervalued stocks. There's one person who I work with closely, and she buys penny stocks. What's the penny stock? It's stocks that are a penny, but they're likely to go to a pound, right? That's like 100-fold increase. Or stocks that are £5 and likely to go 25 pounds. Look for undervalued stocks, right? And of course, if you want to invest in big stuff like Amazon and Facebook, etc., there's ways to invest in those through ETFs. What are ETFs? Exchange traded funds, where you invest in a fund that hold a number of different assets. It's a portfolio. You're investing in a portfolio, or you can invest in index funds. What's an index fund? Something like the FTSE 100 index tracks the top 100 companies in the UK. S&P 500 index tracks the top 500 companies in the US. So there are different ways to invest, but invest in your knowledge and all that kind of stuff. I don't particularly do any particular training on investment per se, on a one-on-one basis or even on a group coaching basis. But I think what I'll be doing over time is like in the group coaching in my academy, which you are in right now, which is the F.B.I. Academy, Finance, Business and Investing Academy. I will do more investing in a group coaching setting, like we're doing today, and like I'm giving you some training, some coaching on investing. That's a really, really great question, Sharon. I like the question because on average, the stock market, I guess, every year on average, gives you about, I don't know, between 8 and probably 30% return, depending on what you invest in. So last thing I want to say is that when you invest, don't put all your money into one thing. As my granny would say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You want to diversify. Diversification reduces risk. If you invest in single stocks, if you got £1,000, invest in like 5 stocks, right? Diversify. What does that mean? Diversify. Understand which industries they're in. Yeah. Understand what sector they're in. Yeah. Research the company and invest in the company. I hope that has a really good question. I just want to tell you, how did I learn something about investing? When I was my first job in the UK, I was what is called cash management and expenses accountant. I then became a treasury manager, and I then started managing a 200 million investment portfolio. I ended up building an investment database. And of course, at the highest level of my career, you can say, I actually did a balance. I did some projects for a big company in the UK called Aviva Investors, where I worked for a couple of years. I was like kind of investment accounting specialist, like investment operations, relationship manager, as they call it. And I did a massive, what's called balance sheet substantiation program, where I was substantiating, meaning doing forensic accounting, so it exists on 160 billion of assets.
Wow.
That's I mean, the monies were so big that what we had to do was to, like, on Excel, like try to, like format it to look at it in thousands. So so in that case, 1 million will be 1,000,000. I hope that makes sense to you, right? So that's me. I'm done speaking on that.
Thank you. Awesome advice. Thank you. Awesome.
Thank you. Let's get a few more questions from anyone before we lock this down. I want to say thank you for making it to the end. I'm really proud of you. And yeah, you guys are like my premier people instead of my F.B.I. Academy. We've got a new group starting up next week, Monday. Dion is going to be in there. I also got a couple of people as well. I got someone from Jamaica. Mayo is going to be there. Actually, I got two more people from Jamaica. I've got a few people who's going to be in there as well. Some people I'm still talking to, but no matter, don't worry, Dion. Even if it's you alone, I will still be doing it. Don't worry. but there will be a couple of people because I think it's easier to do a group coaching program. I realize with a group coaching program is that people can learn from each other. It's like a mastermind, actually, because there's questions that you might want to ask but not know how to ask it. Someone else asks it and you learn from it. For example, why Sharon is asking a question, Dion is taking notes. So it just goes that by being in a group coaching program, you learn from each other. Go ahead, Shakesha, go ahead with your question.
Oh, I don't have a question. I was applauding. That's my, the emoji way of showing excitement and enthusiasm.
I got it.
I was signing on. I was in agreement with all of the greatness we were just talking about.
Okay. I want to tell you guys, I'm not giving you a certificate if you don't come on video, just to be clear, okay? So
that wasn't the deal. That wasn't the deal.
Exactly. That wasn't the deal to be live on YouTube.
I think you need to free up my video, Royston.
I know. I'm only joking. Don't worry. Yeah. Samuel, you okay? Samuel, you okay? You okay? All right, guys. Any more questions, guys, for the next I don't know, 7 minutes or so? Any more questions? Any questions?
I was asking.
So one sec. Let's go in order. I think we had Dion first, and then we're gonna have Kezia.
I was asking what Q&A stand for.
Yes, I told you, question and answer.
Okay. I didn't hear.
Yeah. So have you got a question? Have you got a question or an answer? Which one you got?
Have
you got a question?
No, I don't have a question. I was asking what you said Q&A. I was asking what's the meaning.
All right.
And you were explaining rate. You said R is risk. I didn't get what A is.
Risk. When you're investing for a rate of return. Always remember that.
Yeah.
Always remember that. It's called an ROI or an ROE if you invest in a business. So your rate of return is governed by this formula I came up with. R is your risk appetite.
Yes.
So your risk appetite determines what you invest in. A is the amount you invest. The more you invest, the more you stand to lose or win.
Okay.
And T is time. Time period. The longer you invest on average, the more you can make. So I invest in properties, I invest in the stock market, I invest in Bitcoins, I invest in other people. I'm right now actually investing in you guys. My time, I invest my time in you guys, right?
Yes.
So the longer I work with you, Dion, the more returns hopefully you will get and I will get.
Yes.
Right. And then E is the expected return. Why you want that? Yeah, when you invest in, you invest with your expectation of a return, and then you can then benchmark or look at what was my actual return versus my expected return. And why do you want to have an expected return in mind? Because you want to select what should you invest in. So to select what you should invest in, you also want to see, if I invest in this, I might get a 10% return. If I invest in that, I might get a 15% return. So it helps you with selection.
Selection, okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. We're on to Kezia. Kezia, come with your question, Kezia.
Ooh, I'm right here. Right.
Funny.
I just need you to touch a little bit again on lead magnets using your websites and social media to create your funnel. So could you just recap on that for me, please?
Yeah. So as part of the program, so we did a clamp system, how to clamp your customers, right? To clamp your customers, you want to have a complementary product. That's the C. You want to have a lead magnet. What's a lead magnet? A complementary product, by the way, is where you just sharing stuff like a blog. That may even have backlinks. Backlinks is when you share a blog that has a link to something else. For example, your blog might have links to your lead magnet, right? Through backlinks. I know we're getting a bit technical now. Or when we say backlinks, what do we mean? We mean words that you have a URL behind it. Like, so it's highlighted, it's hyperlink. So when you click on that word, it takes you to something else, right? And then you have to, and then to get at something else, you have to put your email or your name on your email. So a lead magnet is where you're giving somebody something of value, right? Whether it's a cheat sheet, whether it's an ebook, whether it's a free call with you, something of value that they're happy to give you their name, an email, and maybe even their address. That's got to be a really good lead magnet to get someone's address. Like, for example, like, here is my book for free. I will ship it to you for free. Give me your name, give me your email, give me your phone number, give me your address. That person is a warm lead. They're a warm lead because they got your book, they're reading your book, and they give you all the information, all right? So and once someone has become a lead, you have to nurture them. What does that mean? You have to keep giving them information. So normally, what you're going to do is that you will have like an email marketing follow-up sequence. Yeah, and there's a load of things that you can use, like MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, Aweber, where you wanted a lead, you nurture your lead, you keep giving them content. Like, for example, I had a free training yesterday, which I didn't promote, like in terms of like paid traffic. I promoted in my group. Quite a few people registered, quite a few people turned up, and actually a couple of people bought my my online program because they're warm leads. They've already got stuff from me, right? So that's a lead. No, I just told you that by doing my free training yesterday, a couple of people who are already leads and are on my list bought my program, but one of my lower an online program. Now, the fact that they're a hot lead and they've got stuff from me before, they know who I am, They see me on a webinar, they got my ebook, they got all this stuff. Now that I'm offered free training, now that I'm offering something of value to them, like an online program on how to manage your money for as little as $75, which is like a 7-day program with a lot of links in it. By the way, if you listen to this and you want that link to my online program on how to master money management for $75, you can have it as well for $75, right? It got lots of links and videos on there, but it's pre-recorded. So I got two person that actually bought it. That means I've acquired them. That's the A. So in the CLAMP system, C is complementary, L is lead magnet. The fact that they bought my program now, I've acquired them. It's called an acquisition, customer acquisition. M is your main products. So one of my main products now is obviously my group coaching program. One of my main products I'm actually looking to build and grow and share my knowledge through a group setting like we are doing now. That's going to become one of my main products. At the moment, it's 75% discount. So if you listen to this on YouTube and you heard I mention my group coaching program, it's currently 75% discount. It's going to go up in the next 2 months to like full value, which will still be lots of value, but it's going to be going up in terms of the investment to come into my group coaching program. At the moment, it's massively discounted because I'm still building up this program. So M is your main products. You might have several main products. And P is your premium product. Your premium product is something that when someone buys it, that's when as Shakasia will call me, what she call me, Ching, I can't remember what she used, Chingaling, Mr. Kaching, Mr. Kaching. The more people buy your premium products, that's like Kaching, because your premium, like in the case of my premium product is a $10,000 program over 3 months. And I have got a few people actually who bought the program already. Yeah, I'm actually working with a few clients right now who are in that program. That's when we do not complete finance and business transformation. These people have a number of employees, 20 to 100, whatever amount of employees, and they're doing a complete finance and business transformation. Because I've done this before in and out. You know, I mean, you look at me on LinkedIn, you will see I've been a project manager, program manager. I've been a functional consultant. So I'm able to look at the business and transform it, not just the finance, but the operations as well, the business strategy, the marketing strategy, the people strategy. And basically, I'm able to what is called build a target operating model for them, which is a TOM. And I'm able to help them to go from where they are to where they want to be, which is called transition management, because I've done it before. So that's my main product. So you want to have a complementary product, a lead magnet, and acquisition products, main products, and premium products. Okay, for someone like Dion, who is listening, Dion goes, well, I do hear applicable for me. Yes, Dion, it's applicable for you because, for example, for a complementary product, people do the hair with you. Okay, maybe you can just get some I don't know, hair clips or hair decoration. And even though you haven't done someone here yet, I mean, you can potentially, okay, not that. Maybe as a complementary product, you can just do a guide to taking care of your hair as a leaflet and just give it out, you know, but put your contact details on it. You know what I mean? You know, so like you go to hair shop and you just go, yeah, I do hair and stuff. And I just want you to put these here for me. It's like a flyer. You can call it a flyer. But on the flyer, it needs to have some information. Like, let's say at the back of it, how do I take care of my hair? So you put that information on the back. So the person sees your flyer and they call you. Once they call you, now you have the number. Now they're a lead. And they say, I want to book a session with you. And they pay you. You acquire them as a customer. And when you acquire someone as a customer, they may not be for your main product. it might just be to do a smaller product, and based on the customer service, etc., then you can give them your main product. I want to say this to you, that customer retention is cheaper than continuously going after new customers. All right. So wow, that's it. That's it. I think we got time for one more question, and then we're going to go into the
award ceremony.
Sharing the certificates. Okay, who hasn't asked a question? Sharon asked a question. Simon asked a question. Simon always asks questions anyway. Kezia asked a question. Shakasia didn't have a question, I don't think. And Dion, do you have a question, Dion? Yes or no? Dion, any question?
No, I don't.
No. All right.
But
Shakasia.
I have a card, a business card though.
All right. You see that? So that's that complimentary. But what you have to do, yeah,
and I
is
also do mask. I also do my mask with my business name.
okay for free. Is it for free?
No.
Okay. So if it's free, it's called complimentary.
Okay.
Make it free.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, make the mask. No, don't give the mask free. Give them complimentary to people who come and do the hair with you.
Yes, that's what I do.
Yeah, but have something else like for free, like some information.
Okay, I will.
You understand what I mean? Just like create something like a leaflet, some information. So because that way you are differentiating yourself. Oh, wow, this is really informative. Who is this person? Who is this person? You know what I mean? They goes like, who is this person? She got a whole leaflet on about the hair and stuff, or where to buy here the best hair, and or what's the best hair to buy. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
so do something like that and just put it in different places. When people see it, I mean, basically that's actually marketing, by the way. So the clamp system is actually an advanced marketing system, and it's part of my what is called my maximum profit generator within my 5-module blueprint system to make more money. Wow, guys, I can talk for all day. I can talk for a long time. I think I actually went into coaching and stuff because I'm good at talking, and I'm also highly educated. So it kind of goes hand in hand. So I think we've come. I'm Shakasia. Last time for you to ask any questions you have. By the way, for Shakasia and for Dion and for Sharon, I put the link in the chat box, which is called consultation with me. This is for you to book your one-to-one calls. I want to say to you guys, Sharon and Shakasia, normally you should have had all your one-to-one session within the 12 weeks, but it's okay. Try and have them within the next 3 weeks, please, or else they're going to expire.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yes.
Boyson. Will do. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So, and I did offer a money back guarantee, but I guess you guys all said that you had your money's worth. So there is no money given back. It's just time to give the certificates.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right. So we are going to give the certificates now, because I'm live on the YouTube. I'm not going to actually share my screen because my screen might not be the best thing to do. But what I am going to do is I am going to be giving out the certificates in order. And maybe I asked, okay, let me just give it. By the way, the order in which the certificates are given out is no representation of anything. Okay. Maybe I even go in the name of maybe I might just go in name order. First up for the certificate, and I've been trying to pronounce her name for actually, yeah. I'm gonna give you a preamble, so most of you might have to guess who it is. You guess who it is. You guess who it is.
Okay.
Did you take 8 weeks?
Come on down, girl. Come on down.
Yeah.
Twister.
Yeah. I think it took me around 8 weeks just to be able to pronounce her name. The first certificate is being awarded to Shakasia. Shakasia has been really, really great to work with you. And I met you actually on Clubhouse.
Yes.
And then we had our Zoom call, and you signed up. So Shakasia, how was the program for you? How was it for you? Just tell me what the highlights were quickly, like, and would you recommend it to others?
I would definitely recommend it to others. It's a growth process. I feel like this past 12 weeks has really stretched me in new ways. It made me think about things in a very different way, very realistic way. I feel a lot more grounded than what I did coming in. And I'm still working on a lot of things. And in the end, I realized that I'm going to have to really give myself time to learn and to grow and to know what it is that I'm actually doing. And I have to think in very, very different ways I've never thought before. And that's kind of exciting for me. So I would definitely encourage other people to take the program.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And the link to your certificate is actually in the group chat. All you got to do is just hit that Google Drive link and download it. Okay. I didn't send it. Maybe I should have sent it just to you. I didn't do that actually. Let me send it just to you as well. Okay. So it's gone just to you. All right. So there you go, Shakasia.
Thank you. It's so pretty. Oh my God, I love it.
Oh, stop, please stop.
Love it. I see it too.
Yeah, please.
Gushy. It should feel all gushy and good inside. Thank you.
All right, guys. Next up for the certificate, I said I was going to go in name order, but I think I might make it a little bit random so that you actually don't know who is coming next. Okay. So wow. This person started off very shy. They started off shy, but they also started off the most respectful.
Oh.
And over time, I've actually gone. Sorry, please go on mute, Samuel. Okay. Over time, I've gone from, after I finish speaking, then you can come on and congratulate them, right? After a time, I've gone from Mr. Cumberbatch to Royston to Roy. The next certificate is for who guys, who do you think it is?
Come on, Samuel.
Kezia Brown.
Kezia Brown.
Kezia Brown. Yeah, next certificate is to Kezia Brown. Kezia, I'm sending it to you. And I'm also going to just put it in a group chat anyway, so everyone can actually see it. Everyone's getting the same certificate with their name on it, of course. Signed by me. It's signed by me. All right. And I will share on screen shortly what a certificate looks like. For those of you who are watching this on YouTube, if you want to get a certificate and you want to sign up for my 12 weeks group coaching program, which meets every Monday and Wednesday via Zoom for an hour, including weekly assignments, all you got to do is just send me a message or just email me at roy, R-O-Y, at racmscs.com. I have a few spaces open. I would love to have you in the program, or just message me on YouTube in the comments, right? And I will send you a link to the program. Currently at 75% discount. We just actually giving some certificates right now. Next person up. Now, this is the person who I think I met the longest. I mean, I actually met them in person. It's the only one of you who I actually met in person. And we met at a shopping mall in the UK. We went for a coffee and all that kind of stuff. And she was asking me this question. So are you sure that you can help me make some more money? Are you sure that you can help me to make $5,000 a month? To be honest, she was looking to work more on a one-on-one basis with me. That time I was doing more one-on-one training, and I would have helped her to make more money. Who do you guys think it is? Let me just tell you a little bit about this. This is one of the person who I would say has a lot of energy. When she joins the Zoom, you know who it is. Who will you guys say it is?
Sharon, well,
Sharon, come on down.
Sharon,
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for that, Royston. First of all, God bless you, Royston. You know, and I feel honored that I was on your program. I also feel proud. It has opened my mind and my eyes, you know, to matters of business, which I was totally ignorant of, you know, prior to joining. I thoroughly enjoyed it on the Mondays and Wednesdays. I feel like I've had a shift, you know, in my mindset, you know, for the positive.
Yes.
At times I found it quite intensive, you know, to be honest, as you know, I keep mentioning, you know, I've got you know, a very busy and heavy schedule, you know, so in spite of that, I still managed, you know, to attend as much as I could. The content has been great. I feel that I'm a different person now on this side of the training compared to how I was when I first started. It's increased my confidence levels. It's supercharged my my understanding, you know, of business. And I highly recommend it. So if there is anyone out there who is even considering being a part of this program, I would say do not hesitate, join it, and you will find that you'll be able to make many different positive changes in your life, just as a direct result of being on this program in relation to business and business matters of business. So thank you, everybody, and God bless you, Royston.
Thank you, Sharon. Please,
Yes.
Sharon, we're not finished yet. Please book your one-to-one sessions with me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I
Absolutely.
really want to help you to start knowing the profit margins on your product.
Absolutely.
And start to have what is called a revenue budget. A revenue budget where you know I want to hit 5K a month.
Mm-hmm.
How much do I need to sell? What do I need to sell? How much quantity, our price, our profit? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that I want to help you with personally. And do make sure to book the session with me.
Absolutely,
And last, but by no means least, I mean, this person I think has asked the most questions. They've probably been on video the most. Although sometimes the background, I was like thinking, man, why is he on video? His background is actually not that great, but anyway, I love him. I love his spirit. I love his energy. And I also want to say, right, just for transparency, right, there were a few people on this program because it was kind of my first program. There were a couple of people who I kind of gave, if you want to call it, I allowed them to be on the program for a heavily discounted amount. Yeah. Because I saw that they had ambition in them. I saw that they had like they were hungry for success, right? And I allowed them to be on it for a discount. Literally, it's something I do all the time, right? If I speak to someone and I see that they're hungry for it, and I see maybe they can't afford it, I give them. I mean, it's already at a discount anyway. So and Samuel is actually one of those people. So next certificate actually goes to Samuel Prime. Samuel, I want you to, I know you've said some stuff already. I'm giving a certificate. I mean, you have said enough. Like if you don't want to say anything, there is no need to say anything, but I'm sending you a certificate now. Maybe you can say a few final words if you with us.
Speech.
I cannot recommend you enough, Royston. I cannot say too much about the way that you teach, your patience, your willingness to share information. I just cannot say enough. And forever, when I become a big businessman, you will always be somebody worthy of honor in my list of honoraries. And I just want to thank God for meeting you.
All right. Samuel, that's really good. Thank you for a very, very glowing testimonial. I want to say also yesterday when I did my my free training for a couple of hours, Samuel was there as well, and it's a testimonial. Guys, I want to say really and truly thank you. Of course, Dion, I'll be seeing you. I'll be working with you as well, Dion. for Monday. The first session actually on Monday will be on mindset. Okay, the first week is like mindset week, where we get you fired up. I know you've been here for the last financials, said etc. But we are going to go through the whole thing from the start. And it's probably going to be a slightly, yeah, it might have some tweaks and stuff, but you're going to go through the whole thing. So don't worry, I'll be seeing you. So I want to say thank you guys. It's been a pleasure to work with you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for turning up. All the certificates are directly. Also, you can save the chat. Go to file, save the chat. Who has not gotten their certificate? Who has not yet gotten their certificate? I did say I was going to share it on the screen, so I can show people who are actually listening right now. Maybe they're listening or they're watching this on YouTube. Actually, it's not something actually done before, by the way. I think, you know, it's amazing, right? Because I'm playing around with the technology much more now. You know what I mean? Yesterday, I did a live training. Actually, I streamed it over to my group, and today again I'm doing a live group coaching session. It was the first session, and I also streamed it as well over to my group. Because Samuel was the last person, I will show Samuel's certificate. I would like to show everyone's, but I can't show everyone. Let me just open it up and let me just put it up on the screen. So if you someone who is listening this on YouTube, or even actually within my my own email list, who knows, I'm actually share this in my email list anyway, so people can hear what you said. If you want one of these certificates, you want to get be someone who gives a glowing testimonial, this is what it looks like. It's a certificate of completion for how successfully completed the Finance and Business and Investing Academy 12 weeks business growth and finance program, signed by me, Royston A. Cumberbatch, on this day, the 23rd of June, 2021. So thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time, your energy. Thank you for doing the assignments. And I want to wish you massive success in whatever that you are actually going to do. Can we all exchange contact? Yes, of course. You're all in the private Facebook group anyway. Yeah, so you can actually, and you're going to be in there forever. Yeah, you are going to be in my private Facebook group for the rest of my life. And I'm actually hoping, guys, that you guys just do me a little favor. If you don't mind, you can go just put a little bit in the just put a two lines in the private Facebook group. I just completed, I just graduated and from the F.B.I. Academy, and it was a great 12 weeks. It helps me, it helps people coming in, it helps to validate what I'm doing, because this is early stages of something that I'm looking to make quite bigger and quite grander. So within the F.B.I. Academy, all you have to do is just message the person on Facebook and then get the details. Keep in touch. That's the whole concept of which I'm actually looking to do. You might hear from me more. As a matter of fact, you will hear from me more, because as more and more people come into the Facebook group, the private Facebook group, I'll be doing lives as well. When I say live, I'll be doing Facebook Live and maybe sharing some investment tips and sharing some stuff from time to time, okay? So the private Facebook group is called the F.B.I. Academy, or the Finance Business Investing Academy. Once you join the program, you get to come into my private Facebook group, where I'll be sharing some private content and some private lives as well. So there's lots and lots for you to gain from coming on the program. Thanks a lot, guys. It's been a great time sharing with you. We are going to end here, and I want to wish you guys the very, very, very best of success. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone.
Everybody,
See you all on
take care.
Facebook in the group
Sharon,
chat.
I want to see you on video.
Yes, one day soon. Yeah, it's only
One day?
because it's late. And I'm
Okay.
lying on my bed, and I've got,
I got you.
my bed clothes on and everything,
Oh gosh, no,
Okay.
no, please don't come on.
You
Please
wouldn't
don't come
wanna
on.
see that.
Please
You
don't
wouldn't want to
come on.
see that.
May God bless you all. May God
Same
bless
to
you
you,
all.
Shakija, Sharon,
Same to you,
Samuel. It was
Royston,
nice.
Kezia,
Keep in
Sharon,
touch.
Shakija,
Absolutely.
Dion. Bye-bye.
Dion, nice meeting you too, Dion.
Yes, see you all. I hope to see you all in the Facebook group.
All right.
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
but obviously you're already all in the Facebook group. All you got to
Yes,
do is
exactly. So we
just
can link
chat,
up with that.
communicate, link up, and do make sure to go and just say just graduated and I'm happy with a good program. Please, guys, please help me out by just going to the private Facebook group and just actually say that, right? If you want to go in the public Facebook group, even helps me as well, right? I appreciate you putting some stuff in the group because it just helps me to so more people can see what I'm doing and people can try to get in touch and get involved. All right, take care. All the may God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Likewise. Bye now. Bye.